On a beautiful day at the Aurora Reservoir, the community gathers for a fun day on the water. At the boat launch, a unique vessel is carefully placed on the water, and a dedicated team prepares to train for competition like no other.
The CDBF, or Colorado Dragon Boat Festival, was more or less to celebrate Asian culture. And what better way to promote that with Hong Kong or Taiwan style dragon boat racing? Basically, is about 20 paddlers, led by a drummer and then a stern who steers the boat.
Before we get onto the water, we try to balance the left and right side of the boat. And then once we have everyone here, we then balance the front and rear side of the boat. We don't want too much weight on the front of the boat. We'll nosedive, too much weight in the rear. We'll have the front sort of lift up out of the water. We're not making good contact at that point for paddles in the water to gain speed.
And it's always been just a wonderful experience. Not only the actual paddling, I just love paddling, but then you take that element and you elevate it with the teamwork, and you're on a boat with 22 other people, and you have to be exactly in time and just row almost as one person. And so it takes a sport that's already cool, canoeing, and it just elevates it to the next level.
The Dragon Boat races are part of the annual Colorado Dragon Boat Festival, which takes place at Sloan's Lake Park in July. The event has a history of more than 2,000 years in Chinese culture.
4 boats going neck and neck on these races at Sloan's Lake, with an ongoing food market, food festival. It's a great time for the kids at Sloan's Lake.
I joined the team in about 2009 timeframe, but there's a lot of friendships that kind of been established, because of that, you know what I mean? And after that, even after we're done racing, we hang out at the festival.
So I think it's a really wonderful opportunity, especially for people in Colorado, to go learn not only about the sport of dragon boating, which is kind of at the heart of the festival, but also about Asian culture in Colorado, right here in the heart of America.
The event is held in memory of poet and politician Chu Yun. He served as trusted advisor to King Huai in the Chu'u Kingdom during the Warring States period. Accused of being a traitor, Chu was exiled and could do nothing but witness the fall of his beloved kingdom. Distraught, Chu Yun threw himself into the Milua River and drowned. In commemoration of Chu, the people created the Dragon Boat Festival.
The level competition, is the draw, right? You know what I mean? So there's many aspects where we can lure somebody to come out to CDBF during the day.
I think we just get out there and do the best that we can. There's a few, actually there's a lot of fantastic teams out there, and more than anything, it's an honor to paddle alongside them. And when you get a really good team, it just kind of elevates all the other teams in Colorado.
The Colorado Dragon Boat Festival started back in 2001 when a group of community leaders came together to create an event that really showcased and highlighted the too often unseen and unheard Asian American Pacific Islander people. What they thought would be a small event turned into the largest Dragon Boat Festival in the country and the largest AAPI celebration in the U.S.
Not only do you have the excitement of the dragon boat races going the whole weekend, so you've got that as a backdrop, but then you've got tons of vendors and nice people, fun event, and then you got the backdrop of the races, which is just super exciting.
It is the year of the tiger. It's part of the Chinese zodiac calendar.
Chinese zodiacs are based on the heavily stems and branches system, which coordinates one of 5 elements: metal, water, wood, fire, and earth, to each tiger year on a rotating basis. That means every 60 years, one element will apply to the zodiac sign and have certain personality traits associated with it. Those born as a water tiger are said to have great interpersonal relationships and be very family-oriented.
You got to try this. The level competition, is the draw, right? You know what I mean? So there's many aspects where we can lure somebody to come out to CDBF during the day.
It just feels like it's in my soul to be on the water. When you're out on the water, your nerves are just skyrocketing, and the crowd's cheering, and all we can think about is just kind of staying calm and looking back towards land is my favorite memory, especially during race day.
Celebrate the culture and community whenever the Dragon Boat Festival happens. The boat races are a thrill, and there is something for everyone. Performances, food, shopping, art, and the opportunity to come together as a community to celebrate the Asian American Pacific Islander people. To learn more, visit cdbf.org. Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page and stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.